Imagine being born into a family of privilege and wealth in ancient Greece, only to reject the trappings of power and become one of the most influential philosophers in human history. This is the story of Plato, a man whose ideas have shaped the way we think about the world around us for over 2,000 years. In this video, we will delve into the life and legacy of this extraordinary thinker, examining his key ideas and exploring why they remain relevant to us today. Plato's early life was marked by privilege and opportunity. Born into a wealthy and influential family in Athens, he received an education that was designed to prepare him for a life of power and influence. However, Plato was drawn to philosophy at an early age and became a student of the great philosopher Socrates. Socrates had a profound influence on Plato, not only in terms of his ideas but also in terms of his approach to life. Socrates believed that the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom was the most important goal in life, and he encouraged his students to question everything and seek the truth for themselves. This approach resonated with Plato and inspired him to pursue a life of philosophy. Despite his passion for philosophy, Plato's education was not solely focused on intellectual pursuits. He received a rigorous training in athletics, music, and poetry, which were seen as essential components of a well-rounded education in ancient Greece. Plato was an accomplished athlete, and his wrestling championship at the Isthmian Games was a testament to his physical prowess. Plato's education was also influenced by the political climate of Athens at the time. The city was a center of intellectual and cultural activity, but it was also marked by political turmoil and conflict. Plato's family was involved in the political affairs of the city, and he would have been exposed to the debates and arguments that characterized Athenian politics at the time. Overall, Plato's early life and education set the stage for his later philosophical career. His exposure to a wide range of ideas and experiences, along with his deep admiration for Socrates, helped to shape his views and inspire him to pursue a life of philosophy. Plato's travels played an important role in shaping his philosophical views and ideas. He embarked on a series of journeys throughout the Mediterranean region, visiting places like Italy, Egypt, and Sicily. These travels exposed him to a wide range of cultures, ideas, and experiences that would influence his thinking for years to come. In Italy, Plato encountered Pythagorean philosophers who believed in the power of mathematics and its relationship to the underlying structure of the universe. This exposure to Pythagorean ideas helped to shape Plato's views on mathematics and its importance in understanding the nature of reality. In Egypt, Plato was exposed to the ancient wisdom of the Egyptians, who had a deep understanding of astronomy, mathematics, and other sciences. This exposure to ancient Egyptian knowledge helped to shape Plato's ideas about the relationship between science and philosophy. In Sicily, Plato visited the court of Dionysius I, the tyrant of Syracuse. While there, he attempted to put his philosophical ideas into practice by advising the ruler on matters of government and justice. However, his efforts were largely unsuccessful, and he eventually returned to Athens disillusioned with the limitations of political power. Overall, Plato's travels helped to broaden his horizons and expose him to a wide range of ideas and experiences. They also helped to shape his views on the relationship between philosophy, politics, and society. Plato believed that philosophy had the power to improve society, and that philosophers had a responsibility to use their knowledge to promote justice and virtue in the world. This belief would become a central theme in his later works and would influence generations of philosophers to come. Plato's philosophy is complex and multifaceted, but there are a few key ideas that run throughout his work. One of these is the concept of the forms, or ideas. Plato believed that there is a realm of reality beyond the physical world, where perfect, eternal forms exist. These forms are the true reality, and everything in the physical world is simply a reflection or imitation of them. For example, there is a form of beauty that exists in this realm, and everything we consider beautiful in the physical world is simply an imperfect copy of this form. Another important concept in Plato's philosophy is the theory of knowledge. He believed that true knowledge is not simply a matter of sensory perception, but requires intellectual understanding. This understanding comes from the soul, which is immortal and existed before we were born. Plato believed that the goal of philosophy is to awaken the soul and bring it to an understanding of the forms. Finally, Plato's philosophy is deeply concerned with ethics and the nature of the good life. He believed that the ultimate goal of human existence is to achieve eudaimonia, or a state of happiness and fulfillment. However, he also believed that this state could only be achieved through living a virtuous life, in which one strives to embody the virtues of wisdom, courage, and justice. Plato's ideas have had a profound impact on the Western philosophical tradition, and his influence can be seen in the works of thinkers like Aristotle, Augustine, and Kant. His concept of the forms has also had a lasting impact on fields like mathematics, where the idea of a perfect, abstract entity has been used to solve problems in geometry and algebra. In conclusion, Plato's life and legacy continue to inspire and challenge us today. His ideas about the forms, knowledge and the good life remain relevant and continue to be studied by philosophers and scholars around the world. His impact on Western thought cannot be overstated, and his legacy lives on in the countless books, articles, and discussions that continue to explore his ideas. As we continue to grapple with questions about the nature of reality, the limits of knowledge, and the meaning of a virtuous life, we can look to Plato as a guide, a mentor, and a friend on our intellectual journeys. We hope you enjoyed this video about the life and legacy of Plato. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspirational stories like this. See you in the next one.